Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. All right, it seems like maybe my decision to come home early yesterday was a good one. Things continue to escalate in California, and there have been a couple of interesting developments in the last 24 hours I want to talk to you a little bit about. First off, I just got off the phone with my mom. Apparently, the apartment has taken things up a notch. You may recall yesterday I tried to go visit my mom, and they wouldn't even let me into the facility because they've basically blocked out any outside visitors. In fact, at one point I made it inside the door, and they really started freaking out that I was actually inside the building, because apparently I'm not supposed to even do that. Because see, what ended up happening is yesterday, what the plans were is I had to bring my uncle to the airport. And then I've been driving my mom's car for the past few days because that's been my primary mode of transportation. And once I got all that stuff done, I had to unload her car of all my personal stuff, park her car back into its normal spot, and then return the key to her. Well, that's really hard to do when they won't let you make contact with them, so I kept having to, knock on the front door and get somebody to come and open the door, and says, yeah, that's for my mom. She's like right there, give this to her. And she tried to come to me, and they wouldn't let her do that. And they've just gone really crazy. In fact, they on the door they say, out of an abundance of caution, we aren't allowing outside visitors. Like I said, I think they're overdoing it a little bit, but whatever. If that's what they feel they need to do to keep my mom safe, then that's what they're going to do. Well, they've upped it the next level now. They've basically locked all of the residents in their room, so my mom or no one else in the apartment is even allowed to exit the room, and they basically have to stay there, and their meals are being brought to them. So, like I said, it's escalating. It's getting more and more intense back there, and I think I'm really glad that I got out when I did. Now, I also got a telephone call this morning from my boss, and the first thing he said is, hey, we're just kind of calling everyone to see what's going on, and I need to know, have you left Waco in the last couple days? And I said, yes, I've been to California for the last couple days. And he says, oh, okay, where specifically in California? And I told him, well, Garden Grove and Cerritos and Huntington Beach, but that I flew in and out of LAX. And he says, okay, well, we may end up quarantining you for 14 days because of that, because we're really, going to extreme lengths to make sure that we, keep our place healthy. And so, I said, yeah, that's cool. I understand that completely. And so he said, so I got to go talk to some people, figure out how we're going to deal with that. But that's a real possibility. So he hung up and called me back about 20 minutes later, and yep, it's confirmed. I am on quarantine at work. They don't want me anywhere near that place for the next 2 weeks. So basically, my next day to go to work is April 1st, or April 2nd, I think is actually what the next start day is. And so, yeah, I'm basically out of work now for the next couple weeks. Now, the beauty is I am out of work with pay. So I'm getting full pay for this. In fact, I even said to my boss, I feel a little guilty, being paid and not really doing anything. And I asked him, is it possible that I can access the SOPs on the company network at home and read them here? Because, then I can at least do something that's productive for the company. And he says, I don't know, let me look into that. And we both sat down on the computer, me on mine and him on his. And he says, yeah, try doing this, try going here, try, punching this into this field, and boom, I'm into the SOP training section. So over the next few days, I'm not going to do anything today because today's my day off. But, probably tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, I'll probably spend a little bit of time reading some SOPs and, trying to do something productive. So that when I do go back, it hasn't all just been for nothing. It's also kind of a good point to try and let your new boss know that, hey, you're serious about work and that you're thinking about their best interests. So I think that was a good move to do, and we're just going to read SOPs and kind of take it easy for the next couple of weeks. Like I said, they aren't telling me that I have to stay in my apartment. So maybe I can go out and do a little vlogging and, be out and about, because I haven't heard of any cases of Waco, or of the virus infestation here in Waco. I hear there's a little hot spot down in Killeen, which is about 50 miles from here. But that's the closest it seems to have gotten to Waco. So I think it's okay if I, go out and do some vlogging around. I'll maybe do things that can keep me away from people, no crowds and stuff like that. But, I'll try and maybe go out and do some stuff, and maybe we can do some more live streams this next couple weeks here. So it isn't all bad. It's just one of those things that happens. I totally understand the caution that that my work is playing, and I respect their desire, and I respect the fact that they're willing to pay me to sit at home and watch TV or whatever I want to do, or vlog or whatever. And like I said, I don't think they're going to have a problem with me going out, because their question wasn't, have you been out and about this past few days? It's, have you left Waco? And so, they clearly don't have a problem with that. And if I avoid people, I should be fine. So anyway, that's what's going on now. I think that's all that I have to talk about right now. So thank you as always for watching, and I will see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night.